NFL Week 15 absolutely ripped our hearts out and stomped on it. Where do I begin? What an eventful NFL Sunday. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Patrick Mahomes tears his ACL versus the Chargers. Football lost today. I don't care who you're a fan of. Football lost today. Please hold a moment of silence with me for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. All right, Patrick Mahomes tears his ACL in a losing effort to the Chargers. Now, as you know, the Chiefs are officially eliminated from playoff contention. And if we're looking at timeline-wise, it's probably going to be 10 to 12 months until Patrick Mahomes gets back on the field. So that means that the Chiefs are going to be missing him in the first couple games of the season. I do think that they're going to have a bad record, but that does mean that they could get a good pick, something that they need desperately. So we will see. I can't tell you the last time the Chiefs had a high pick, so I'm excited to see what they do with it. He did everything he could, played his absolute heart out. He is a warrior. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes. I hope you get better, my guy. This sucks to see as a football fan. And for me, this confirms that he will never catch Tom Brady. In my opinion, the only chance that he had to catch Tom Brady was winning that three-peat. And since he didn't win that three-peat and now this, it's very hard for me to see him beating or catching up to Tom Brady. And I think that goes for everybody. I don't think anybody will catch Tom. But speaking of the other side of the ball, I got to give credit to the Chargers, man. They're doing this with a Justin Herbert who has a broken hand damn near. And they're doing it with a JV O-line. Let's be real. They get Hampton back. I love the two-headed duo of Hampton and Vidal. You got Vidal, the speed back, receiving back. Omarion, bigger ball carrier, can get you extra yards, fight through contact. I love the tandem of them. They are very complimentary. And Harbaugh, you got to give credit, man. He executes game plans. They play defense and they run the ball. That is what the Chargers do. They get it done. And regardless of who the Chargers have out there, this is not a team that you want to play in the playoffs. Horrible news with Patrick Mahomes, but shout out to the Chargers for getting it done. All right, let's talk Bills Patriots. Bills were down 21-0 and they rally back to win. Once they stopped those big leaky plays from New England in the first half, they cleaned some stuff up, adjusted at halftime. They looked good. Man, the Bills cannot keep winning like this. I am sorry, it is just not sustainable, but I cannot sit here and tell you that Josh Allen is not the best football player I have ever seen. Yes, Josh Allen is the best football player I have ever seen. And another thing about it too, back when they paid James Cook, I have to admit where I was wrong. When they paid James Cook, I thought that it was an overpay for a running back at the time. Clearly, I was wrong. James Cook has brought life to this team and he gives them the ability to not put the entire game on Josh, even though that's how it goes anyway. A lot of the times, Josh has to play Superman. The Bills are very alive to win the division. And Drake May, let's just be real, he had a bad game. Patriots came out flat the second half. It felt like they were just trying to protect their lead. And this is what happens. The Bills find a way to get it done again. And if they can get that defense to play even half decent, I am telling you, the Bills are a Super Bowl winning team. That is how confident I am in Josh Allen. And if they can bring that run game with Cook on the road, and like I said, just play half decent defense, this team can win a Super Bowl. Josh and the Bills, they get it done. All right, for our best play of the week, we got the Ravens handoff pick six. Yes, sir. Kyle Van Noy gets the interception, hands it off to Gilman, and Gilman does the rest and takes it to the crib. This is your boy Dave's best play of the week. Shout out to the Ravens. You guys get the nod this week. All right, Packers Broncos. Man, off rip, Jordan Love was looking elite in that first half, but good coaches and good teams do what they do. And in this case, the good coach is Sean Payton and the good team is the Broncos, because at halftime, they adjusted, they strapped down, and from then on, it was their game the entire way, in my opinion. Bo Nix played his best game of his NFL career. You cannot tell me otherwise. 302 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and he proved he can hang with the best of them. And if they can get this out of Bo Nix consistently, not even all of this, just 80%, 75% of this is a team that will be playing for Super Bowls year in and year out. Just watch. With that nasty defense, with that amazing, legendary head coach, and a quarterback who's looking like he's coming along, not making as many mistakes, this team is going to be dangerous, man. And I promise you, Nobody wants to play that defense. And now if Bo Nix starts playing like this, nobody's going to want to play that offense. They are a problem. And also the elephant in the room in this game, Micah Parsons, what looks like to be a torn ACL. Man, we lost Micah and Mahomes in the same day. This is not what you want to see as a football fan, man, especially considering Green Bay was relying a lot on Micah Parsons. They were relying on him to cover up the holes in the secondary. They relied on him to get pressure. They relied on him to help stop the run. And these are all things that are just going to get tougher and tougher for them to do as the season goes on, because the road to the playoffs does not get easier from here. The Packers are going to go through it, and they're losing guys, and this affects their ability to contend in the Super Bowl, I think. And I don't see a path for the Packers to the Super Bowl, because like I said, it only gets tougher from here. Jordan Love did not have his best second half. Like I said, it's unfortunate for the Packers that they're going through all these injuries, but they're gonna have to find a way to make it work. Lions Rams, this was a firework show. If you love offense, this was the game for you. 41-34, Rams get it done. Great game from Jared Goff. Just wasn't enough. This was an absolute shootout. Matt Stafford, 368, 2 touchdowns. Amon-Ra, Jamison Williams, both had 130 each, but Puka Nacua with 11 catches and 181 yards. There is no such thing as a 50-50 ball to that man. Monte Adams goes down with an injury, so prayers to him. Hope everything's okay with that. But man, Puka Nacua is probably the best NFL receiver, I think, this year. There is literally nothing you can do when that ball's in the air and he has eyes and he has hands on it. It's over for a DB. Rams looking good, but I cannot lie, I'm concerned about the defense. They have not been playing that well. They just lost to the Panthers, and you let up 34 points from a Lions offense who is electric, don't get me wrong, but that's still a lot of points. And we're getting to the time of the year where you cannot be in these types of games if you're the Rams. You want to slow things down, you want to get to running the ball more, and you want that defense to hunch down. And right now they are not doing that. So I am concerned for the Rams, and I do not think that there is a clear-cut #1 team in the NFL like we thought the Rams were a couple weeks back. All right, let's talk Colts Seahawks, man. Phillip was better than everybody expected. Let's keep it real. He stepped in and he was not trying to be a hero. He was just trying to get his team down the field, dink by dink, and that's exactly what they did. They ran the ball, they played defense. Hell of a game plan. Credit to Shane Steichen. And Phillip looked good, man. Old Grandpa Rivers did what he did, and he stepped up in a big way. I mean, what about that back shoulder throw on a must-have-it down to lead them to what was the game-winning field goal until Sam Darnold went the other way with the Seahawks offense and scored the actual game winner. They were this close, and I can't lie, Phillip had them in the game. Let's be real. Credit to the Colts for staying in it, and I'm excited to see what Grandpa Rivers has to give us and the Colts have to give us going on from here. But the Seahawks, a close game. They pull another one out. Another team in the Seahawks that seems a little bit shaky right now, but as long as you're winning games, that's all that matters. Oh man, it's time to talk about my Panthers and the Saints. I cannot lie, this one hurts my soul. You just never know what you're gonna get with this team. You beat the Rams, you come out and you lose to the Saints. It's exactly the same story all season long. I'm gonna say it right now, we are frauds. The Carolina Panthers are a fraudulent, fake good football team, and I knew it. I wanted to believe, but I knew it. I cannot lie to y'all. And it's pretty simple now. We have to go and win 2 games, and we have to split at least 1 with the Bucks. Tyler Shook, great game. I have to give credit where it's due. That is somebody that I was not high on at all, but he goes out and he has a pretty good game, and they beat the Panthers, and it is the most Panthers loss that you can imagine. Just the most Panthers fashion ever. We need God. We need somebody. This is tough. Being a Panthers fan is tough. It's not for the weak. I am hurting right now. I just knew we were going to lose that game. It is the classic Carolina Panthers loss coming off of a big win against the Rams. Pray for us and pray for the Panthers. All right, our Sunday Stinker Award this week goes to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders, really tough game. Throws 3 interceptions and loses to the Bears in a blowout. We still believe in Shedeur around here. If he's a young quarterback. This is like his 4th start. He will get it together. This is just one of those really bad games. See it a lot in young quarterbacks, and this was just his bad game to have. Shedeur, you get the Sunday Stinker this week, but we do still believe in you, my guy. All right, let's talk the night game. Vikings, Dolphins. JJ McCarthy with what I would say is his best game as a professional quarterback in the NFL. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 250 yards passing. And I think that this was such an impressive performance just because he came out on the first play damn near and throws a pick. He doesn't waver. He stays aggressive. He pushes the ball down the field. I mean, some of these passes, he was hitting Justin Jefferson on the chest in tight coverage, fitting the ball in the window. What you like to see from a quarterback. And when those two connect, when Justin Jefferson and JJ McCarthy's connection gets stronger and they build, I think that will be a problem. But it's all on JJ's progression. It's all on JJ's development. If he can get better, Justin Jefferson will always be there. Justin Jefferson will always ball out. So whenever JJ's ready, Justin's there. He was ready last night, and Justin just could not catch some of these balls. It happens. They still get it done. And if you're the Cowboys, this is the same story. You put up points, but your defense can't stop the other team from putting up points, so you lose another game. Their season is pretty much over. No hopes of winning the division now. And JJ McCarthy, like I said, best game of his career in the NFL. Just got to clean up some of the mechanics, but he's stringing along a couple good performances. I cannot lie. For somebody that was very low on him and very hard on him, and I've talked my smack about him, don't get me wrong, I have to admit when I was wrong. I still don't think that he is a franchise quarterback, and I still have my questions if he is a starting quarterback, but I cannot deny that he played some good games coming into this one and played another good game in the primetime slot. You got to give credit where it's due. All right, now for our Sunday Stallion Award, this is the player who had the best performance in NFL Week 15. Drum roll, please. The Sunday Stallion this week is your boy, Trevor Lawrence. 6 touchdowns. Now, as a Trevor Lawrence, what do you call it? Doubter. This one is a little tough to hand over, but it is fine. We do not do bias around here. I will admit I have been tough on Trevor Lawrence, but the guy has been stringing along some good performances. I know it was against the Jets. You, sir, are the Sunday Stallion for Dave's Awards this week. Shout out to the Jags. They are also hot right now. Let me know what you guys think about the video, man. Did I get the awards right? Best play, Sunday Stallion, Sunday Stinker. Let me know in the comments. It's Boy Dave, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.